Hi, this one for you, Luke. Looking at a re-entry on your backhand or a snap, really. What I want to point out to you is there's a couple of faults. One is you don't quite get as an acute angle as our model, and the last thing is you don't rotate through and compress forward in your landing. So we'll just go through and have a look. I'll just play through a couple of frames by frames for you. Yeah, not a bad bottom turn. We can see that our model is rotating just a little bit lower than you, so important to have a quality bottom turn, and not too bad. Need to possibly be leaning a little bit more towards the wave. As we move forward up here, the angle at which the model hits the lip, if we see here where we're looking at hitting the lip high and tight, you can see that the angle at which you hit, if I just grab my highlighter and take you up through here, that's your angle, and their angle is actually past 12 o'clock. So ideally the further back you can get, the better you're going to look when you actually deliver that top turn, and of course that's what the judges want to see. So if we could get you to perhaps improve your path by getting you to come more to the board around about this angle, like our model is, that would be an improvement. So that's something to think about. We'll just move through a little bit further, and we'll lose you a little bit here, but if I just pause it there and we look at the actual situation here where the rotation of the upper body, if I just drag you back a couple of frames, you might see a little bit better. So just drawing back there, you can see that how our model has got his arm, it's hard to see on arm, but his back arm is up here and front arm down here, whereas you're still down here. You need to be rotating through. You need to make sure that leading arm pushes right round, and of course the angle at which he is much more impressive than you are at the moment on there. And as we go through a little bit more, the next thing I want you to think about is your compression. So if we go through here now, rotate, it gets nice and low, and you'll come back into screen in a second, and you'll see what happens. Basically, if I look at my model, their line of compression is through here, and he's also looking down with his front arm pointed towards the beach, whereas if you look at your front arm here, and I'll just undo that for a sec and get out of that. If I actually look at your arm, your front arm's up here somewhere like that. His arm's down here, pointing down to where he's going to go. That's a huge mistake. Hence, what's happening is you're going to fall off because you've actually lost all your balance. He's got his weight forward, he's going to compress through as he moves forward. When we continue the frames through, you'll see that what happens here is our model's nice and balanced, and you unfortunately fall further back and back and back, and because all your weight is onto your inside rail, you end up falling off. So a couple of mistakes there, nothing that we can't remedy. So if we look at that, take you back here again, and just run you through here, and then what we'll see is, I'll just play this in slow-mo through. So nice, Hughes has got a nice high and tight hit there, and then when he comes through and compresses, you don't compress and you don't throw your weight forward, and therefore you actually fall off the wave. But in saying that, it's still a good effort, and I'm sure that you'll get better and better at it.